What's good, everybody? It's Don the Tap King. I'm about to punish these wastes, but before I do, I got an excellent deck tech for you. Myra the Magnificent. If you like attractions, if you like taking extra turns, this video is for you. And like always, if they take days off, that's their problems. Let's get it.
Tap Kings, baby.
What is good? We have Myra the Magnificent.
Oh shit, here we go again.
You cast an instant sorcery spell from your hand, open up an attraction, pay X, tap, exile target instant sorcery card with mana value X from your graveyard, and choose an attraction you control that does not have a midway counter on it. Put a midway counter on it. Whenever you visit that attraction, copy the exile card. You may cast a copy without paying this mana cost. This deck is great. I love if you want to play extra turns and just hit people in the face with direct damage. This is really good. A lot of effect damage, a lot of Magecraft in here as well, just to synergize and just build up a board presence with tokens and just swing to the face.
Me gusta eso, sí.
Creature package, real nice, short, sweet, right? Ashling, right? We want that Magecraft effect. This one is a good addition to it. This is a newer card that I put into it. I tested it, it runs really well. This spell costs 2 less to cast for each different mana value among instants and sorcery cards in your graveyard. It has flying, prowess. Prowess is good, especially in this deck. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 4/4 red dragon elemental creature token with flying and prowess. This is a great card. So this is one of the token generators we have in the deck. This card is good. Artifacts you control, tap for 1 mana. Attractions are artifacts, so since they only serve they don't do anything other than trigger if you do roll and you visit the attraction, you might as well just tap them for some value. So this one is really good in this deck. Kill the Drake, removal. Basically it. This card is good too. We get to dump if we have 2 high CMC cards in our hands. Dump it to the yard and you get 2 cards. Also, the threshold does happen as well. Basically, we need to have 7 cards in our graveyard. Swing, you get an 8/8 elemental octopus. This card is great. So when you activate a non-creature spell, you create a token dragon, illusion creature token with flying and haste, where X is the amount of mana you spend. Marvin is another copy of the commander. So instead of attaching 1 spell per turn, you could do 2. Obika is the beast. I like the ward on this one. Ward 3, pay 3 life. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create X 1/1 red Pyrexene goblin creature tokens where X is the mana value. Again, most of the spells that we're going to be copying are going to be high CMC, so you're going to get a lot of goblins, a lot of dragons, and just rush the board. Pixie Guide, it lets us re-roll, hopefully get a better chance of hitting something. Ideally, you want to get a 6, because if you get roll a 6, you get to activate trigger all your attractions. So it doesn't matter what it is. All of them have 6 lit. So if you roll a 6 die, then you get all the abilities and all the spells attached to those attractions. This is definitely card advantage right here. We got Magecraft on this card. Basically, this is a staple, especially if we're doing the shenanigans we're doing. If we're just only pumping him up and then also getting treasures. This card right here is a really good card. So it does a couple things. The main reason why I have it in the deck is gonna allow me to trigger my Magecraft abilities twice. So if you're casting or copying an instant or sorcery spell, cause a trigger ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So what does that look like? That's 2 dragons, that's 2 dragons, that's 2x, whatever the goblins are, and then 2 treasures. Most of the attractions I try to get are 4, 5, 6. So ideally, getting the rear roll or adding 1 or removing the lowest one, it definitely helps. So it's a struggle to get those attractions because each one is different in regards to which one will trigger. So obviously on the attractions is 1 through 6. I try to acquire all the ones that said 4, 5, 6 for consistency.
All right.
Sorceries, Central Vision. This is a great card. I don't care about the suspend, I'm just trying to throw it into the yard. attach it to an attraction, draw 3 cards when I trigger that attraction, when I visit, right? Same concept, cycle, get that draw, and then attach. Bribery, pull someone's win con, pull someone's Stasis Oracle, pull someone's tutor, whatever you need. Just pull someone's win con is always the right answer. If they can't win, you can't lose. That's usually how it goes.
Bitch, I'm a big gangster. I turn around with this foreign love.
Command, performance, great, just synergy. Extra turns, faithless looting, get those big CMCs into the yard, get those extra turn spells in the yard. You don't always have to cast them, and then attach them. Gamble, great card. Another one. Search for a creature card, pull their win con, pull their Dazzle's Oracle, their Dalty, whatever they got. Make sure they can't win. Jessica's Will, great card. Extra turn with a bounce. Island cycling, get a land, put it in the yard, attach to, right? Yard and attach to attractions. There we go, more draw, extra turn. I love this card. This is one of the 2 spells that I love to attach to an attraction. Exile cards, Tasha's Hideous Laughter. So each opponent exile cards from the top of their library until that player has exiled cards with total mana value 20 or more. I love it. I really want to run this in every blue deck. It just, the fact that it's exiling cards, there's a chance that it's going to exile something good and just end that person's chances of winning, right? So again, the 2 blue pips is kind of hard, but I love it in this deck. I really try to put it in every blue deck. It doesn't make the cut most of the times, but it's a really good card. I really try to fit it. This is one of my pet cards. Love it. Time stretch, straightforward, 2 turns, 1 turn, 1 turn. Counter spell, straightforward, right? This one's good. It could be a counter spell, which is nice, but also draw 2 cards. Chain of Vapor, the Rift, Deflect, Delay. This is the second card I loved attaching to my attraction. It's also a win con. So Delay Fireball, when it's cast from exile, it deals 5 damage to each creature and 5 damage to each player. With infinite turns, you just keep, eventually you're gonna hit it again to a point where everyone is dead. So this is definitely a win con. This is my second favorite card. The other one, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, and then this card. Both of them are great additions to the deck. Like I said, you're basically board wiping and it's hitting people in the face with 5 damage. You can't beat it. And then if you have your creature cards, you're probably creating a dragon of some sort and some goblins. And then just rush the field, right? Fact or fiction, fierce guardianship, counter spells are pretty straightforward. Model the mixture. Intuition, a little bit on the expensive side, but it's a great card. Basically, I'm gonna hand them maybe. I normally just pick like 2, I don't know, extra turn spells, and then probably Delay Fireball. Frantic Search, draw 2, discard 2, untap 3 lands, tutor, counter. Artifacts, cut and dry, the best of the best, right? Chromox, Inspiring Statuary, non-artifact spells you cast have improvise. So attractions are artifacts, just utilize them to reduce the cost of our high CMC spells. Just in case we have to cast them, we have the available mana there, so that's good. And we're always gonna have artifacts on the board for the most part, so this definitely comes in handy in reducing the cost of CMCs. Petal, Bolt, Diamond, Opal, Ring, Talisman of Creativity. Enchantments. Enchantments, easy peasy. All right, Barbarian class, obviously we're rolling a die, so we want to have rerolls as many as we can to get to that 4, 5, 6. Ideally 6, but 4 or 5 would do just as good. I would definitely trigger a couple when it's on the board. Dress Down, by far one of the best enchantments in the game. It stops that's an Oracle combo. It stops a lot of things from happening. It's a great card and it replaces itself. It's, again, another card I try to add in all blue decks. It doesn't always happen, but this is a great card to consider in any blue deck. Draw. This one is cool. This one's a new one. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 5/5 red dragons. So yeah, The dragons do happen. You will be creating a lot of dragons, and it's fun. Definitely a fun card in the deck. Training Ground, excellent addition to this deck. We're talking about if a card is 5 CMC, if this is on the board, now you only have to tap 3 mana to attach that 5 CMC card onto one of your attraction. A great card. I love this card. I always try to get on the board as fast as possible. Love it. Lands. 30 lands, cut and dry. We ain't gotta get crazy with lands. This is not a land deck. Ancient Tomb, right? Staple, Cavern of Souls, right? City of Traders. City of Traders is gonna be my new staple in most decks. Anything that's high power to competitive, I'm gonna put a City of Trader in. So that's definitely a staple. Yes, and yeah, you can't go wrong with City of Trader. Command Tower. I do have one fetch land in here. Dual color commanders, I'm not really a big fan of fetches. Again, you could use them. We can replace some of these non-optimal lands, dual lands, like this one, this one, this one. This one's good. So you can replace these 3. Put in 3 fetches if that's something that you want to do. You can also cut back on 3 of these or 2 of these and add, you know. So I mean, you can play with the lens. The lens is a little more flexible. This one's good. You always got, like I said, we should always have, once our commander's on the board, we should always have at least 1 attraction. That means we have 1 artifact, and then things are online. Okay? So if you like this video, if you want to see more videos like this, like, subscribe if you haven't already.
I like this one.
And like always, God bless.
Kings, baby.